joining us for this edition of the Fats Cafe Coaches Corner. I'm Tori Caldwell, and today I'm here with head tennis coach Steve Dahm. How are you?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Good. What does it mean for you that both of your teams reached the NCAA tournament for the same season for the first time since 2006?
Well, it means a lot. That's been, every season we do our little goal setting, and that's kind of like the peak goal every year. And we've fell short for a decade, so it's nice to actually do it.
That's great. Okay. You wrapped up your season at the Southeast Regional. Although you lost, what was your experience like for your team?
Well, everyone that went competed hard. We did our best. It was kind of unfortunate because we went in kind of hampered. Tori was out with his ankle still. We thought he'd be back, but he never really recovered from the ankle injury he had. And then Victoria, who's played 4 for us real well this year on the women's side, she went out with an ankle too. So you're behind the 8 ball a little bit going in. But Columbus put on a nice event. Stayed at the Hilton for a few days and had some good meals. Good way to wrap up the season.
It is a good way to wrap up the season. This year, Nadine became the first women's tennis student athlete to become the first all-region conference in school history. How good do you think she'll be in coming to next season?
Well, hopefully she'll repeat. I mean, it'd be hard to do much better. That basically says she's top 6 in the Peach Belt,
Wow.
which is a really, really hard thing to be. I don't feel that bad that we haven't had a first team all conference because it's really, really hard to do. So, I mean, if she could repeat, that'd be fantastic.
Great. Okay. You didn't graduate many from either team. What does this mean heading into next season?
Well, hopefully only good things.
Yeah.
More experience and more experience.
Who didn't have a big impact this season that could have a big impact for next season?
Let's see. I don't want to say anyone didn't have a big impact. It's kind of a pejorative, but I'll say someone who could have an increased impact. Hunter Lathrop on the men's side. He tweaked his ankle pretty good at Anderson pretty early in the year, and I don't know how much we really saw him. He played good doubles. He played good singles out of conference. He didn't have a great year in the conference in singles, but the level's so high that if you were just slightly diminished with an ankle injury or something, it would be hard to do much. So I'm looking forward to seeing what else he brings to the table next year.
That's great. Okay.
I should do the women's side too, probably, shouldn't I?
Sure, go for it.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. You'd think I'd have an answer ready if I said that, but I don't. I guess I don't. Everyone really kind of. Everyone brought something. It wasn't like there was any real hole in the lineup anywhere.
So you expect everyone to have a big impact?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. There's only 6 starters, so get better.
Have you looked at the schedule for next year? And if so, are there any teams that might be pretty big matches outside of conference play?
I haven't done too much yet. The conference 30 schedules are conference matches, and then I fill out the rest of the season. And honestly, I haven't.
Okay.
I've been kind of wrapping up this season, and as you know, we just finished Sunday.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday, so I'm still turning in receipts from the trip, and no. Usually though, Erskine on the women's side, it's always very competitive. On the men's side, there's Anderson. We need to start playing Queens. We play them most years. They'll have a new facility coming up, so maybe I'll go check that out. But they made regionals with their men and women also.
Wow.
So that's an out-of-conference that'll probably be pretty big too.
That's great. Well, thank you for joining us for another FATS edition of Coach's Corner.
It was a good edition of Coach's Corner.
Great. Thank you.
Sure.